Welcome back to the fine town of Revingham. I've played it's been a little over a year since the last episode, but that's okay. Our town has been growing quite profusely. Proficious? I don't know. We'll give up on it. But we have another trader. I don't know what this guy is. I did have one trader come by and he wanted to sell me some warm coats, something we have plenty of. As a matter of fact, while we're getting the trader here, you know what? I think I want to put some stuff in our new trading post. I don't know which one this guy's going to, and it's the one. Okay, 40. Yeah, I don't think he's gotten over here. I don't think he's the most efficient of the traders we ever had, but we'll see, because he's got to go get all his stuff. Most of it's all the way over here, but having two trading posts is great, but we don't know which one this guy's going to, right? It looks like he's pulling into this one, but who knows? He could sail right on by. And I did that because we still just don't have any seeds, and I really need the seed guy to come. Okay, let's do my normal pausing thing, and take a look. Stone. Yeah, and we just don't want any of that stuff from this guy, so boo. Alright, well, but this is always a good opportunity to take a look at our inventory. And I don't think we're going to have too much high, because oops, let's dismiss this guy so we get a chance of another one. Yeah, I really want more than cabbages. Oops. Yeah, you know what? I think we're going to go look at the other one. Let's just go look at what we have, if we have a lot of something. I don't think I want to bring too many cabbages over there, even though we have a good amount of food. You know, it's just the beginning of winter, so I'd like to just see how that goes down on its own without us messing with much. We did create two new... Oops, let's do this before let's pin it. We do have two new fishing things that I instantly shut off. So I like to keep some fishing things so that we can, if we start getting into an emergency on food, we can pretty quickly, split things up, if you know what I mean, or add people to that. And I also like to keep them at, we could just put them all on one. So sometimes I've done this where I just take the number down to 1, and then I'll take the number down to 1 on this one. I don't know if they're more efficient if they're spread out that way. Oops, do we have work turned off here? Yeah, there we go. Okay. Does that make sense? So in other words, we take this, well, let's turn the work back on this one. Take this guy down to 1, turn the work on. Take this one to 1. I don't know if that's any better. I guess it depends on where your population is. And it probably doesn't hurt. We don't have enough houses over here, really, and we don't have a marketplace. So that's probably going to hurt our efficiency by doing that, but whatever. It's, we have enough food. We're not in a crisis mode at this point. We're sort of just waiting for traders. Now, I'm pretty sure even if we don't have another trader in here, we will, we'll be okay with traders coming to it, but the thing is, we also want to get some supplies in here because they don't interchange, right? We can only trade what's in this one, so I'd like to get some of the stuff as we go. Look, our coats are at a maximum. Yeah, he's just taking a while to get the firewood and the coats over here, so all the more reason to get more stuff going here. Now, in the last episode, we were splitting up some pastures, and I'd like to kind of start this one the same way. And right at this point, I think we have everything split up pretty nicely. And we have sheep. The sheep we split are almost recovered in this pasture, and I think they are recovered. I guess, I don't know if it matters. I kind of like the split. Let's say there's 53 chickens in that one. It's not going to make much difference. 66. Let's split the one with 66. So we'll get the chicken split, and then we'll get some chickens over here. How does that sound? We're done. Do we put... Yeah, I don't know. If it depends on if we want to put a tailor over here. And if we do, we could probably always put another pasture. Yeah, so let's declare this one chickens. And then let's split this one. Yep, there we go, 33. Now, we only want one worker, and then we probably need to increase. Right, where's our herdsman? Yep, let's get one more herdsman someplace, so we got enough for each place. Good. So we'll get some more chickens on the go. Now that'll cut down on our food a little bit, but like I said, this pasture that we split is fully recovered, so we got a full load of sheep over here, and our cows are growing, but we also have this one because we split these cows. We don't, you know what I mean, we're still getting some leather and whatnot, so we seem to be doing okay on the coats. Let's see. Oh, we got our chapel built, so we need to get another priest. We got too many laborers. I mean, having a lot of laborers is not a bad thing. I know some people like run with a lot of laborers. I tend not to. There we go. So we'll have 2 clerics. Very good. Or whatever they call them. Yeah, what do they call them? Yeah, cleric. Yeah. Very non-denominational at that point. And so anyway, town hall. Let's take a look. Yeah, cabbages. Yeah, wool. I could probably grab some more wool. We seem to have a lot. We got 12 leather, so that's good. Between our hunting cabins and our couple cows over there, at least we're getting enough leather to keep going. We don't have a ton of anything else. Really, we got a good number of eggs, which is good. That's food. So, I mean, the only thing we have a ton of is either wool or a couple tons of cabbage. I guess that's in pounds. I don't really know. Whatever. Or kilograms. We can do kilotons. I don't know. It's all kind of relative. Yeah, let me just drag some wool over to this trading post if we didn't already. No, I didn't. So let's see. Let's just take like 200 wool. Just so we have something to trade, you know, is what I'm kind of hoping to do. Now, another thing I did, just to tell you guys, is to start up this woodcutter, who's really kind of probably pretty inefficient. So what I'm thinking of doing is getting him a, what do you call it over here, a storage area, or not a storage area, a house. I was thinking of a storage area, but I don't think that makes too much sense. Yeah, I don't know that we need a path right there, do we? No, probably not. Yeah, so we'll put a house over here, and we'll get that going. And that'll give our builders... I've been just trying to run around and replace houses. So I don't know exactly what we're doing, but I've just been clicking on these houses and just sort of looking for ones that have old people in them that I'm not going to interrupt any kind of a breeding. See, like this has 2 old people in it. So let's just get that house going. And that, again, will give our workers something to do after that gets emptied out. Not that... We've been doing other things like building this, and I got this chapel built, which I think you guys just saw. And, yeah. Another thing, getting back to this guy, I noticed that the logs are coming over to here. And I don't know that we really need this storage. You know, we're not going to be doing too much. We have storage for our stone coming out of there. I want to get rid of this storage yard over here. So let's go over to buildings. Just do that. So they'll empty this out, and then that way all of their logs they'll tend to bring over here. So that way they're a little bit closer to this, because I want to get firewood closer to in this area. And yeah, I really kind of want to get a house or something more up this way. Let's see, the way this sits, I don't think let's just see if we can get a mine in here somewhere. No, not right there, it doesn't look like. We might be able to get it. Yeah, we could get one here. Yeah, getting these mines in fairly close to town is pretty important, and I have a whole nother little plan for us. Yeah, so if we could put one there, I think that would be the closest. And we'll pause it immediately. And again, just as much a space holder. Now, and the reason I do that is because if we put a house up here, and I don't want to build too many all at once either, but we can always pause it. Let's do that. So in other words, I'd like to get a house. Let's see. Also, oops, keep tending to do that. A lot. This game like escapes you right away instead of escaping you from what you were doing, which is fine. But yeah, so we're well within the range of our market. That's what I wanted to check. So it doesn't matter if I put this, like say, one here and one here, and then pause them both real quickly. Right, they'll be within the range of, well within the range of the market, really. Almost not too close, but our farms are almost too close. So what don't we have over here? We got a chapel. We don't have a school. plan out a road. I like to make these too wide for whatever reason around here. And then there's our well, right? So we'll do that. Yeah, we probably could build the well, and then right in line with this, just build out to there. What can we do? Yeah, I like to keep it close-ish. Yeah, that's the quarry right there. So we can go like this. And then what I'm thinking of is in between these houses, build out this way. Kind of define our little blocks of where we can build things or not. I don't know if we'd put a farm here. I think maybe we tend for houses. Yeah, and I don't think we'd put a... I don't think we're going to... Well, we can always demolish the dirt roads. It's not the end of the world. Just a little bit of labor to make them. Good. So, there we go. So that's that. Now, we still have some... I think I'd like to get this market going. Just doesn't hurt as we build more houses and people over here. And we've got to keep a close eye on our food. But we'll get... You know, we've got a lot of houses kind of planned. Anyway, the reason I was doing all of that is I thought, well, let's put in another school, and just so that we have it planned. I don't plan on building it right this second, but we'll get it. Yeah, that would block us from... Now that's fine, because this is... Even if we build farms over that way, this will be okay. I think. We'll see. You always regret something that you do like this, right? There we go. So we got a school, a chapel. Probably even like to think about a brewery over here. You know, because they do serve as a tavern, I believe, as well. Now, do we have a brewery? No, I don't think we have one planned over in this area yet. And we don't have anything to give to the brewery people anyway. But while we're waiting for another trader, I'd like to work out something else. I was sort of looking around a bit to see what we would do where. You know, we have a little time. Now it's all dark and rainy, but right over here is like a little tiny area. But then I kind of came down here. I didn't work this out 100%, but we have a hill. Let me zoom in here, and we're outside of the area of our town. But what I'm thinking of doing is, I think we can get a quarry in between two mines. So in other words, we can get some mines over here. Right, so the first place we could probably build a mine would be right here. Let's pause that. Can I move that up? And I don't think it'll stay highlighted though, will it? Let's go put another mine in as far up this way as we can. So this one would have to be like there, where that pine tree is. Yeah, look, we can get one all the way up there. So let's just do this. All right, and you know what? I'm going to pause time for a minute because I don't want to build these roads. What I want to do is just try to take a road, at least for now. So like this hill seems to go back over this way more, right? So if any of the other mines would tend to be further off than this road. Yeah, so by where this pine tree is there. Right, and if we just came straight down, right, and then we have this mine over here, which I don't need to bother building a road, because what I want to do is just make sure that we can get a quarry in. Yep, boy, that's close, but we can get a quarry in. And again, these other mines might be stepped back a little bit, and then I would probably want the quarry facing the town. And I don't want to really interfere with, you know, see, like this hill sort of starts right here. So I would kind of bring this along. Yeah, see how that's showing red? Oh, shit, let me zoom in. See how you're seeing red, like 2-3 blocks worth of red, and then all of a sudden it turns green, because that's like a shared road right there. And then I kind of lost my place. Is this where yeah, sort of... You know, like here. Boy, that's just made it I got lucky. Alright, so let's pause that. So now let's go and, just for the moment, get rid of these roads. Oops, did I go even further? That was a good hit. I don't want to build those, so let's start playing time again. Not that they would have rushed right over there, but maybe I will build a road in anticipation. Yeah, right in between these two guys. Where does that guy end? Like right there? Yeah, I'll try to remember right there-ish. Where's the green? Oh, there it is. You know what? I could do this. Yeah, we'll just go down to the end. And then, let's just see, before we try to build that one. Yeah, this storage area is kind of in the wrong place. You can always get rid of it. See what I mean? Like, I'd like this road to come out here, not right. Describe it better. Like, I'd like a too-wide road here next to our marketplace, and then this shouldn't be here. This should give a little extra room for housing. Let's just come straight off of here where I would plan on the road being. Oh, look at that. Oh, I don't know where I'm at. I can't see. I want to make sure it's straight. Yeah, so this hill starts a little bit further down this way. Yeah, so we could just, I think, come straight out to there. Is that where the quarry road is? Now I can't see the quarry road. Let's take it back a little bit. Yeah, so where is our... There's our quarry road. I think that's... There. So now we'll have a bit of a quarry road. So what I'm thinking of is we can build up the number of houses over here, and then if you think about it, we've got... Like this whole stretch here could be quarries and mines as best we can fit them in. And I think that would be like a great... I mean, I know we could have used it for other things, but I think that'll be a pretty good use of their time at that point. Good, look, we got another stone house built. And our market, well, we're working on that. And this is just the mine that I don't want open anymore. Yeah, what do you guys think of that? I think that's pretty nice. You know, I mean, we need those things, and we've got to dedicate some area. Now, that's also kind of leads me to thinking that definitely over here is where, if we were going to build another, whatever you call it, a thing, blacksmith. And we want to remove this storage, not just yet. I think it's kind of fine. And I guess we would tend to want to put our blacksmith... Oh, we got a trader. Pause. Alright, come on. Okay, yep, and he came to the other one. Now, let's see. He's going to be a seed trader because we're not going to have enough over here. No, he's not. Oh, look, we're real low on stone up here. But he does have stone for sale, but I'm not paying 7 for stone, and I'm certainly not paying anything for hide coats. And there's nothing I don't think we can order from this guy that we really need. Now, with mods, you get a lot more exciting things, and sometimes you even need to buy things from them, but, you know, we're really pretty self-sufficient for the most part. So, yeah, let's just dismiss him. And, again, hopefully we'll get traders more along, but we really just want seed traders at this point. So let's see, did we get everything we wanted to over here? Yeah, he's still bringing in the wool coats and the wool, so yeah, he's not the most efficient, but we'll get more stuff fired up over here too, and more storages, and get this worked out a little better. And let's play time forward again. All right, so anyway, we were talking about a blacksmith. Yeah, and I think, you know, I like to try to keep them in the range of this stuff as best we can. So I'm actually thinking maybe we put them a little further over this way, right? There's no reason we can't put houses out to where this is the market circle, in a sense. Let's just keep them out this way where he'll be closer to stuff. Let's put in a storage real quick. Storage yard thing. Oops. Yeah, so that's where this hill is. Yeah, so I can squeeze it in. Maybe here. Give him a nice big one. Right, 6 by 6. And then on the other side of that, now, do we just go ahead and build this? I mean, we sort of have plenty of tools, but no, I think we'll hold off until we think it through more. Plus, we're kind of low on stone. So one of the things I've been not... Oh, gosh. Good Lord. We got 18 laborers. I think what I want to do, just because we're kind of really getting ridiculous... Yeah, let's get some more people quarrying stone. 4 more people there. And then let's up... Yeah, we've got enough coal and iron, but I still think, for the moment, we can come back and take people out of here. Let's get this one up to 4. And... yeah, we need a little bit of extra iron. We got 5. Let's take this one up to 7. There we go. So that's at least a good number of our laborers are put to work. And because we're doing that, and we're pretty good on the number of people, I was definitely considering building another house up this way. Because we had this little spot right there that was just screaming at me, build me a house right here, please. Right? Does that keep... yeah, we got... builders are doing plenty. An orchard has developed an infection. Uh-oh. Which, yeah, this is it. So I don't know how much that's going to spread to, but... yeah, that's a shame. Well, we're going to lose probably, I don't know, at least that one orchard, if not 2 of them that are next to each other. Do we have another trader coming? Let's see. I was really hoping to get... I think I don't want walnuts. I guess we can get walnuts over here. One of the reasons I'm planning all this kind of thing out a little bit ahead of time is because I want to see where I would put maybe some orchards here. If you look, we're not really going to need this hunting cabin. So if I pin him, see his circle is kind of right in line with this, which is great for now. Kind of maximizes out. Nobody's in his area much, except for maybe this storage yard. Oh, good, this one's gone. So we should be taking wood over to here, I hope. But then here's our forester's lodge, which I'm a bit more concerned about. Here, let's open them all up. And that sort of overlaps with our gatherer's hut here, right? So we can really build farms kind of into this area, especially as we get our cattle going pretty well. Now we're going to want some people, and we have a storage up here. So I'm thinking maybe just for the sake of it, we build a road. Yeah, we can go a little closer. Right, so that would be a road that sort of pens this off. Maybe we put a few houses up here if we needed to. And then, what was this? This was our chapel. You know, we could start putting some fields. Now I wonder, and what I'm just trying to do now is let's get us an orchard or 2. And I guess I would start over this way. Let me get another road behind the chapel just because. Where's the chapel end? So like right here. Just get a little road. Why not all the way around the chapel? And then let's put in 2 orchards right here. We probably need to get some more houses. So we're going to do 15 by 4. Yeah, that's fine. All right, and when those get built, we will do that. Now, do we want more fields or more orchards? We got 2 more orchards up there. Let's see what a field would look like. We're going to put a road in first in between them. Get them a little bit efficient anyway. Yep, this should be... The reserve of stone is low. Let's go deal with that. We just put those extra people on it, but let's... I have been stealing stone out of here with all our extra laborers. And we'll have these farm projects going here too, right? So that's for now. We'll put in 2 more if we can fit them. Just let's see what we get. Right there. We'll make these. Oops. Moving in the wrong direction. Right, so that'll be a crop field. You know what? I think I want to put a road in between those two. Alright, so we'll just get them building all of those. That'll give our extra laborers plenty to do, and that's, you know, we could even talk about squeezing another one in if we wanted to get tight on our wood production, but then we could probably put a few down in this area, like, you know, so let's also get them doing roads. That'll keep them busy for a while. Right, so we'll get roads all the way around these farms. Make them maybe slightly more efficient. Here. I'll go all the way to the river with that one. So those roads take a while. They're a bit of a pain to build. That's all right, but we got people, so let's get some of this stuff closed. What are we working on besides, yeah, we got 18 projects, but that's really not, it's really not for builders so much. Now, I need to give her a pause because I don't want that stuttering problem to come back. And, yeah, is there any last thing? I got a few minutes, but like I said, it starts stuttering when I go over 30 minutes. So we're at, I think, 26 or 27 minutes. Yeah, so let me come back and I'll think of more things to say. I actually have a couple of things on the list, and I don't know if we've accomplished them all, but there goes that. All right, well, anyway, let's see what happens. Orchard has, yep, see, there goes the other one. Yep. All right, well, we'll just have to see. I guess we can, oh, we got somebody dying, we got infestations. All right, I need to pause it, though, so that we don't get stuttery. So I will see you guys in a minute. Okay, just a couple seconds have passed in game time, and we haven't tried. I was going to say, well, let me wait till the next trader comes, but here he is, on his way. So I'm going to head down here and talk about 2 things. I sort of went around when the game was paused for a minute and just sort of looked at what I wanted, and if we start firing up farms down here, we definitely want to get a storage area pretty close to each of these things because they're going to be a little less efficient. And even though it's real close to this, I don't see where we would build that many more houses, and we can build them. I'm thinking of trying to squeeze one in here if we do a storage. Yeah, if we do it that way, we'd mess with a house. Yeah, maybe we could put a row of houses like right here, I think. Let me just pause that. And then can we get houses in right next? Yeah, see, we can go like right here, and then we'll leave a space for can we? Did we mess up the road there? No, we messed up this road. Yeah, so I might even delete that road. Why is that red? Oh, because I already put a house there. And then leave a space between the houses. And I can't leave a space here because this road is there, and that's strictly for fire reason. So let's get rid of this road real quick, and then we'll put another house there. Now let's, you know, I think I will build one of those. Why not? Get some more people down in this area. We got a lot of houses planned around here. And, oh yeah, look, they're just that looks pretty catastrophic. I think it's just, I don't think this is infested. I think it's just the thing, but it's sort of a nuclear explosion going on there of infestation. So it's autumn. I don't know. Should we put a few people? Oh, we got the trader there. Let's pause for a second. I don't know why I paused. Chestnut seeds. Well, wouldn't have been my first choice, but I like the fact that we got a seed trader. Yeah, so let's trade one, and let's see, what do we have a lot of? Probably these warm coats. We've got a good amount of firewood too, but these warm coats, if we trade them all, would get us close. And then firewood, we can get that to work out. So I think, what, 125? Well, that was good, quick math. Did you guys notice that? All right, so the wool coats, let's just come over here before we... wait, as soon as I... Yeah, let's just trade him. And then we can dismiss him so we don't... Oh, no, no, no. Darn it. I should have ordered more seeds. Knucklehead. I was too worried about cutting down the number of warm coats. I think we could take maybe another 40 over to here. That's all right. Well, at least we'll have chestnuts. We just won't... Gosh darn it. We just won't have alcohol. We can't make... Yeah, let's see. Where would we build our... Yeah, I think... Let's make this where we build our alcohol guy at some point. And so if we were going to do that, I did eye up... This is something else I noticed. This is like another... Like, we have the farms right in here, and they fit in quite nicely if this house wasn't here. So let's delete this. I was going to come around to this. And what I'm thinking of is, let's see... Yeah, we might even... I know that this is right near our town. Well, can we go this way with them? Let's see. Will they fit in? They might fit in. Yeah, so I'm thinking of maybe we put our chestnut orchards like here. One more over. Alright, maybe that's not such a good place. Well, let's... You know what? We'll do our alcohol down here. So let's make these the chestnuts. How's that sound? And that'll get us some more food. We'll up these so we have workers for them. I don't know if it's the greatest thing to do in the middle of autumn, but then these we'll just let them, you know, do their disease thing. I guess should we shut them off, do you think, for a moment? Let's do that so that they don't try to work them. And then we'll reduce the number of orchardeers. What are they called? We'll do it here. I guess they're just farmers, aren't they? Yeah, I do kind of wish that the orchard people were separate. You know, it wouldn't hurt. All right, so do we have the right number of farmers? Yes, we do. Okay, let's play time again. Gosh darn it, I'm kind of disappointed that I didn't order seeds. I mean, we've been waiting so long to get seeds. Yeah, well, you know what? There's no cure for stupid. Isn't that the saying? Sorry, guys. I let you down. Your fearless mayor has not done such a good job in this episode. But anyway, all right. Since we had a trader, I tend to like to... Let's take a look at what we're doing in our town hall. So we have lots of cabbages. That's good. And look, we're up to 5,000 food. That's where I want to hover. I got my limit for food at 10,000. So I'd like to keep that in the 5,000 to 7,000 ballpark, right? So we know we're not having too many people on the food job, yet we have plenty enough extra food that we shouldn't have to panic at any one point. We can keep growing our population and building houses. And let's see, is there anything? Getting a lot of eggs. Firewood, I think I might up the firewood limit now that we have 3 of them working on it. Because we tend to trade a lot of firewood. Let's make this 2,000. All right, so that's just, you know, we keep going. Now we don't have a lot of wood here, do we? If you've noticed, I know some people like clear out their whole towns, and I know I've mentioned this like maybe it was a long time ago in the sense and number of episodes, but I like to come in and let these, like I did it a little bit here, you can kind of tell I cut down some trees, but these forests will regrow themselves, and really I probably should be using this tool so we gather up the food too, right? Why not? And, you know, like if we just come in here and take out a swath, that'll all just regrow on its own, and it's sort of, you know, relatively easy free trees until your town grows up more. Now this is all going to get cut down, so we're going to get a good amount of lumber just from cutting those down over here, so we'll hold off. And did we have 2 foresters in here? Yeah, good. So maybe we just built something that was requiring a fair amount of... Yeah, look, okay, so they're planting trees. I wasn't sure if they would do it. I don't know if they plant more trees in the winter. And then as soon as that's done, let's hang out until the forestry thing is, or till this is done, and then we can get this. Once we get this restarted, that'll probably be the end of the episode. But I do want to come over here. I got 8 things on my mind. Yeah, let's get a couple hundred of the eggs in here. Just something else we could trade potentially, and then we do have a fair amount of firewood. Let's take this up to 500 because I want enough over in this one, you know, to be able to trade for some seeds if that's the next thing. And hopefully we'll even get another trader. Now that we got 2 trading posts, they should be coming a fair amount quicker. I don't see one. Okay, good. We got this market going. I think let's take this down and we'll just put somebody. How about? I think we have 2 in the other markets. I don't know that we really need 2 over here, but that'll give them a chance to go get supplies from further afield. What is that dinging? Another infestation? Where? Let's see, can I just click on this? Okay, well. Yeah, okay. Well, you already had one, so I'm not sure why you're dinging at me. Is that why you were dinging? Yeah, I know. Well, we got it shut off, so we shouldn't be working on it. So let all those trees die and let the infestation go away, and then we'll come back and we'll do our thing. But we got plenty of food planned, so that I'm happy about that. And then the other thing we probably could spend, I don't know, maybe we'll have to cut. I mean, the video is getting a little long compared to where I make these videos, but so we might not wait if this takes forever. I don't know why they're not. It's not dying very quickly. But are we on 2 times speed? No. Okay. I have a tendency. I don't know what I've been doing to make that not 2 times speed all the time, but I know I must be me. I'm assuming the game doesn't. Or does the game slow you down to 1 time speed if you get certain, like an infestation or something? So there we go. So we're getting the orchard done. What is this? Yeah. So this we'll just leave on wait, and then we have a crop field and a crop field. So what I'm hoping to do is make this, you know, like apples or plums, something we can make out, and then we'll make this wheat, and then we could switch we'll put our, probably, there, let's do it now. Let's get a tavern. It's one of these, this one. Yeah, tavern. Let's turn it this way. Corner. We'll pause it for now, but then we'll have a tavern over here, and then they should have their supplies fairly close. And then we got a storage barn up here. It's probably not going to hurt. We might even squeeze a few more fields in down below here. So let's get another storage barn down this way if we can. Oh, look at that. It's just like I planned. Yeah, it fits in there like a glove. Perfect. And you know what, I might even just let them build that, even though we got enough building projects. Yeah, so this blacksmith is paused. We'll get rid of him, and then we got this house, and then, yeah, we're still pretty low on stone, even though we put those extra people in there. So let's go, and we got too much going on in some ways, but we'll get some more stone gathered from over here. We don't need any stone in this area. Yeah, we got some more. We got okay on iron. Yep, we're doing pretty well. I mean, things are going pretty well. Food, that's the whole 3/4 of the key to this game is getting the food going. And do we get a trader? Kind of miserable weather to be out in a boat. Yep, there we go. Okay, so we'll wait for this trader and we'll see what we get. And hopefully we can celebrate that I'm not a knucklehead and get another seed trader. But hey, we got chestnuts. Chestnuts roasting by an open fire. We can now have a proper Christmas. Though, to be honest, I really don't like chestnuts. I'd rather have walnuts, and I'm not a real big walnut fan either, to be honest. So, in any event, I guess to each his own. And so how are we doing on our cows? Oh, look, we could actually split this one. And, yeah, if we were going to build a tailer over here, which wouldn't be the worst idea. Or do we build a tailer? I guess we could kind of do it anyway. We already got one all the way over here, which isn't the best of places. Oh, there's one more thing I think I want to do. I was looking at this herbalist. There's a lot of things I want to do. Don't get the wrong impression here, but we're only getting 39 herbs from here. And it's a general statement we're getting, and this is the same. Look, this season we got 126 already. So why would this guy get logs? Okay, whatever. This is far less efficient. So what I think we should do, at least as a longer term plan, is move this guy more into the center. And so let's get another. That's a gatherer's hut here. Yeah, herbalist. Can you get an herbalist in here? Spun all the way around twice. Yeah, see, we can get one in like right there. So I'm just going to pause that, and we'll, you know, it's not the most important thing, but when we get a chance, I think I'm going to destroy this one and move that herbalist into here. All right, but I think we're right now at this moment, we're doing pretty darn well. I don't mind having 9 laborers, especially not with the hope of, keep in mind, we've got, okay, there we go. Look, we can get everything done we wanted to. So let's put these guys back to work. And then we'll add 2 more farmers. There we go. So our infestation is gone, so we can get our walnut trees replanted. We got chestnut trees, which, you know, it's kind of nice to just keep that food through the farms increasing steadily. That's just going to help us. And then we have these fishermen's huts that we only have on 1 worker, so if we really want to, we can add more workers to those. And then we have these 2 fishing huts that are just shut off altogether. So that, again, that's a good thing. Now, another thing I definitely want to do is make sure we're not, let's keep an eye on this, because I have a tendency to forget all about the quarries and the mines. And we don't really have any extra ones, right? So we're still at 92%. But, you know, I'd like to check that periodically to make sure. And so, in other words, the quarry's getting down to 70%, which is good. It means we're using it, but, you know, we probably talked about getting this one or maybe one of the ones over here started up. And then this is, I like the way this worked out, because I could just picture, I mean, how many more quarries could we get in here? Yeah, it doesn't have to be spun around the right way. Like, we could get another one in, and then down by this tree, like there. So you see, we could get like 3 quarries in along there, more or less, and then not even, we could have a bunch of these other blacksmiths. And I think that's way more, my intention is when we get to the goal of 300 people. Okay, good. Look, it's good that we got more stuff in here. But we might even end up, you know, well, let's see what kind of trader we got. It's no sense of getting too excited. There we go. It's doing a nice side slip right on in there using the current. Good job, buddy. Okay, let's pause it. Firewood and coal. Of course he wasn't going to be another seed trader, was he? Yeah, we should have done the order right away. Yeah, I don't want your firewood and I don't want your coal, and there's nothing I can order from you that's great. So we're just going to dismiss you, and that'll be okay. But we got chestnuts, and yeah, that's all right. We'll recover from it. It's really not the end of the world, though. Again, the only thing is getting the alcohol going, right? Like, it's the only real reason I'm that caring about it, to be honest with you. But otherwise, I think we're in pretty good shape. Let's play some time forward to end the episode. So I hope you guys have enjoyed the episode. I always enjoy Banished. It's just, and I like it on my 2x speed where we kind of relax and do our thing. Is there any other thing that we wanted to do to wrap up? Let me look at my list. Yeah, move the herbalist, split the chickens. Did we split the yeah, we split the chickens. Because I can't even remember a half hour ago. Right? Did we split the chickens? Yeah. Yeah, so they're pretty much kind of recovered. That's good. And let's see. Mines and quarries in the new town. We got that accomplished. Houses near the farm and the blacksmith. Ooh, geez, Louise. don't think I did that, did I? No, I wanted to put another house up this way, potentially, but I think... Or was it down here? Yeah, no, see, I think we put these houses in here. I think we're okay with that. And then I built this house in the beginning. Yeah, well, we're still building it, but that's fine. And we got our builders down to 6 of 6, so when we come back to make the next episode, we'll be in good shape. And I moved the log storage down here. Yeah, so we got everything I wanted to, at least in the pre-episode thoughts. Like, we got it all done, and we got some chestnuts. There you go. So I hope you've enjoyed it. Let me know your comments or suggestions, but we're getting pretty big. And I did want to say, I'm probably going to end this just for the excitement of playing other games, but not until we get the accomplishment of 300 settlers. I think I started to say that and cut myself off and got distracted, but so whenever we get that, now I don't know, if that's total people in that accomplishment, or do you have to have 300 adults? But whatever that is, that's when we'll end it. And just to warn you guys way ahead of time, I don't want you to be too disappointed or shocked if it ends. So there we go. Oh, good. Look, we got another house, and it brought in a young couple that will get us more kids, because I can see we're getting to that 1/3 range that I like to be in. I just find, like, if you add up these two, we're at 36, and that's pretty close to 1/3 of 86. Like, what would 1/3 of 86 be? Would be, like 25 or 30 in that neighborhood. So, like, in other words, we're pretty good. We're pretty close, and that way we don't get ahead of our food production. And you can see that's reflecting pretty well. And it's a controllable growth rate. You can go faster, but you just kind of take more of a chance of running out of food. So even though we don't have the ability to make alcohol, look, our people's health went up a little bit more. All right, well, anyway, we'll talk about a hospital maybe in the next episode over here. That probably wouldn't be a bad idea. Okay, well, guys, I better go. Have a good day. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.